Well, good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, or good evening, whatever it is for you. We're back here in the garage today, and we've got big Dodge dually in here. We're going to be putting a 3-inch EIbach lip on it. So we got, looks like some coil springs and some shocks. Pretty straightforward. This thing has a block on it right now, about a 2-inch, 1.5-inch block, and the leaf in the coil spring is kind of looking like a banana. And I don't think that's from that block. I think it's because the angle of the diff has changed to keep the drive shaft in line, and it kicks those plates forward in order to get that done, and that's why the spring's forward from a stock height. So back's just shocks, it looks like. So this will be able to fit some big meats on there, and new rims and tires are waiting at the tire shop. So let's get this lift on. All right, we got this thing all jacked up and the wheels off, so I'm just undoing these little brackets here for the brake lines to give us a little extra play, and then we're going to drop this thing down and see if we can get this spring out. We'll probably have to undo the sway bar, and we'll see what else. It's the first time working on a Dodge, so I really don't like this design. This plate is kicked on like a gnarly angle forward. I don't know why. Even at stock height, this spring would never line up straight. It doesn't seem right. Like, so really, like, to make this right, you'd need to build a new plate that's sitting flat so your spring sits straight, but that's a lot of work. We ain't getting into that. Alright, that wasn't too bad. And you can see there's a big old gap right there in front of the spring. And I was wondering if it'd be better to flip these pads almost, because this one's like a tapered pad, but then the top would sit kind of crooked, I think. So I don't know. I need 2 of those tapered pads almost so it supports it under here a little better. But so I left the sway bar undone on this side because it'll be easier than having to undo that bolt again. That thing is a pain. So we'll go ahead and get the other side jacked up and put a jack stand underneath it. Probably just put the wheel on this one for now. I can get to this with the wheel on, so that's about it. I still have to screw this one in too, because right now it's pulling a little tight. But I think once we get the suspension up, it'll be all right. But I still think it should be, the hard line should probably be bent a little bit, very carefully, so if it ever does top out, it doesn't stress on it. So we'll get to that. I'm doing horrible with the filming today. I already got this other side off. So it is what it is. Busy, busy, busy. Alright, so I started putting some pressure on this spring and it really started bananaing right away. So I started looking at the other side, and so it has a little like dowel hole for this bushing. And on the other side, you also see how this is right here. It's a little bit different of an angle from this side to the other. And I'm wondering if we rotate this spring a little, if we can get it a little better than that, because that's really bad. definitely still on an angle, and there's nothing we can do about that unless we change that perch, but it's a lot better than the banana shape it was last time. All I did was rotate this spring almost, I don't know, 40 degrees or so. And that got this sitting a lot lower down in this cup, not a big old gap anymore. So it was just happier there, let's put it that way. Alright, well that took a minute. Let's not drop it this time. It ended up kind of up on top of the transmission up in there. I don't know how. But I thought it might have rolled away and I didn't see it, but no, it was way up in there. Alright, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna jack this side up. You guys tell me when the sway bar's up and ready to go back in. Are we there yet? Oh no, not yet. Well, I should have undone that other bolt. It would probably been easier to put it back together. Thought I'd be able to jack it up enough to get it on there, but well, we'll go a little more and see. And it's gonna get through there or not. Close. Come on. It's gonna go. Sorry, my fingers are kind of pinching. Alright. Throw that other side back down. It's funny, I tried an 8mm on this and I tried a 5/16, and they're both loose. So I'm just gonna use both of them. Can't go wrong, right? Double the grip. So the only bolts that needed to be torqued were the shock bolts on the bottom. And I hit those with the 1/2" drive impact, so those should be fine. Pretty simple lift. Really easy to do as long as you don't lose your stuff. And hopefully we'll be able to get it out of the garage now. It's an inch taller. Alright, well I guess we're going to skip on the rear shocks for today. It has an aftermarket belly tank underneath this thing because he does some long hauls with it. But he's going to keep this as his personal truck now, and he's getting a new truck for long haul, I guess. So we're going to remove all that belly tank and put it on the other truck. So I can't get the rear shocks off because it's in the way. So we'll just wait till we have this removed and we'll change them then. It'll be a lot easier. So that's it for today. Pretty easy lift kit, nice 3-inch lift, and he's gonna get his new wheels and tires on, and I'll get some pictures of that before I put this video up. So here they are.